Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats will kick it away first. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Falcons offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Pine. Quickly complete. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open.
There he goes. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Falcons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Touchdown, Falcons! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Cincinnati's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And his throw is incomplete.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Jones wants to throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bearcats are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Looking for a deep man. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach
Put it in the
accepts
bowl.
it.
I
They
got
will
bowls
take
in the
the penalty.
cabinet. Put it in one of them big bowls.
Might be calling a hot route. Jones to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up.
Brings into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got a man. It's Bryant. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Moves. Jones wants to throw it. It's caught for the 2. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Middleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Falcons are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hogan. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Defense in press coverage. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might be changing the route. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Lost, the defense is wide open. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. He gets Gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Makes the catch. It's Middleton. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Hogan. There he goes to the right. The 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bowling Green. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Jones wants to throw it. He's got it down the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can...
Turning it on! The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
How many first downs is that alone, you know, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Bearcats! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut into a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Tight end getting vertical. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
If I saw him.
Scanning the field, it's Pine. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ridley. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, BG. Fitted in the window for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll try the run. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively 1st half. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical.
Turns on the Jets. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Running back searching for a hole. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Gets it out quick. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally, don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jones to throw. Using the quick game. Knocked down for the tackle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Cincinnati! A great catch and run for 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach.
I think she just was trying to be smart, but y'all, that's some real shit. That's a real thing.
Lining up to add another.
That's all I'm saying.
And the extra point will take it
I keep it a bean no matter how I feel about a person. I don't like it. She's still aware of that. She's not even
games this week. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got his man across the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's McMillan. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking for a man. It's Pine. Dumps it to the back.
Taking
Got it in the
for
middle. It's
weakness.
McMillan. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on that. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. He'll do it himself. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Caught behind the line. It's Garcia. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain, no first down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants, and finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop at the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that.
Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Jones wants to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's reeled in. It's Garcia. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for it all. Touchdown, Falcons. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down to the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And the Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Jones to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Caldwell. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Bearcats are rolling down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. There he goes. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Ridley. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Hogan. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback...
He's got it on the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Breaks into the open. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
It's that's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions, you've got to put something together. The last thing you can do is turn it over because that clock is not your friend.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Handoff to the single back. Finds a crease at the 20. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Jones wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Allen. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on 3rd down. 4th down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating.
Makes the catch on the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
The give as they work on that clock. Gets it past the marker. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Bearcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Going to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Coming up, 4th down.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Trying to keep this drive alive. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.